More proof that the so-called white man goes back to Edom, or their lineage goes back to Edom, or the Edomites, or Esau. This is a YouTube page. I'll give you the page name. It's called the Atlantis Report. And on this, the video is China threatens to dump U.S. treasuries and crash the dollar. Let me read the description box. China threatens to dump U.S. debt and crash the dollar. China wants to sell 20% of its U.S. security holdings, which is about 200 billion holdings of, and threatens to sell all its holdings in case of military conflict. 20%, that's around 200 billion. So we're talking about a 20% of a trillion. We generate that kind of debt in a month. I'm sorry. We generate that kind of debt in about a month these days. Yeah, because if you go to the U.S. debt clock, the last time I went to it was maybe 4 months ago. It was 4 months ago. It was $26 trillion. When Trump first came in, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have the data in front of me. I'm not going to search it out. I believe it was 19 trillion, if I'm not mistaken. So 19, 20. We're talking. What is it? $7 trillion in less than 4 years. So this Trump would be the debt president. But anyway, you can watch the video. But anyway, this video, the Atlantis Report, China threatens to dump U.S. treasuries and crash the dollar. And they have the wherewithal to do so. Anyway, what I noticed 26 seconds in to this video is Petra, which is Mount Seir. If you do the research, and as a matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. Let me try this. Bear with me for a second. Petra. Let's see what comes up. Let's try it again. Petra.
Here is some information about Petra. Petra is a famous archaeological site in Jordan's southwestern desert.
That's all you're going to give me? I wanted to see. Okay, it says Petra, originally known to its inhabitants in Nabatean Aramaic as. Bear with me for a minute. It doesn't say anything about Mount Seir. Let me try history. Yeah, these devils are working hard to keep this truth from coming out. Let me try it. Let me try it this way. Try it this way. Petra, Mount Seir. Let's see what happens. Okay, it speaks about Mount Seir. And they keep going back to Arabic. It says Mount Seir, today known in Arabic as is the ancient biblical name for a mountainous region stretching between the Dead Sea and the Gulf of Akbar in the northern region of Edom and southern of the southeast of the kingdom of Judah. It may also have marked the oldest historical limit of ancient Egypt and Canaan. Okay, I think I found something. It says a place called Seir in the land of Shasu, thought to be near Petra, is listed in the temple of Amenhotep III. It says thought to be near Petra. So I clicked on Petra. Well, Esau did, they really did some covering, patching up work. But anyway, if you look at this image right here, they say it's near Seir, or it's part of Seir, or it is Seir. And you see the architecture that it's familiar. It's similar to Roman architecture. You see the Roman type pillars. You see the this what do you call that? The triangle. It's like a flat triangle, not like a full triangle. And even if you look at
we've thrown
this, let me bring that back. I'm sorry. Bear me for a minute. Okay, let me open this up. Okay, you see the individual under the crown with the pillar, the Roman pillars, and then you see above that on either side of the crown, above the pillars, you see what's called what looks like eagles, but they're kind of through wear and tear. You can't see them, but they look like eagles. And Esau or the Edomites were known for being like the eagle. But if you look at the individual, which is a sculpture of some individual, it looks like a Roman wearing he's bare chested, and he's wearing sort of like a robe. You can't see it too well, but you can clearly see that the architecture of Mount Seir or Petra, it looks very similar to the Roman architecture. Let me try this. Let me try this here. Petra, eagles. Ooh, yeah. I put Petra, eagles. It said broken pediment, eagles. Was that phrase? El Kazna, Petra. Let me click on that. Okay, it says it's showing you a picture of if you see on either side of the top of the pillars, you have this crown and all, and you look, it looks like it's like a pyramid structure that's kind of cut in half and split, and on top of either side at the pinnacle of the triangle, you see an eagle on the right side, and you see an eagle on the left side. But it says here, and you can hardly see it, you can kind of see remnants of what looks like an eagle. It says broken pediment, eagles. Phrase, I hope I'm reading that right. Frieze. It says a broken open pediment has its center cut out of or offset to the rear, whereas the two literal segments remain in place. This design structure was very popular in the Ptolemaic, and the Ptolemies were Edomites, architecture in Alexandria, because they were Edomites, and has been so this is the connection, man. The Ptolemies go back to the Edomites, or to Petra, and Alexandria. It says been adopted from there. The same is the case of the backward inclination of the pediment's inner side, which reinforces the impression of depth. Now it says eagles on the acroteria at the corners of both pediment halves, meaning you have like a triangle structure, and it's cut in half and separated, and in between that is a crown, as you can see on the picture. There are eagles whose bodies and heads have been mutilated by iconoclasts. So they're saying that somebody chopped the eagle's head off, and iconoclast means the defacement of or the destruction of icons. In the Ptolemaic tradition, the eagles embodiment of Zeus symbolize the divine power of the dynasty. The power of Esau is the eagle. If you read Obadiah, which is one chapter long, it tells you about him. It equates him to the eagle, and that he will set his nest among the stars. Among the stars is outer space. That's your space stations, and in this sense, they are probably to be interpreted in Petra, which is also Mount Seir, as well. The eagle is also the symbol of Dorsera, or Doshara, the most important male tribal god of the Nabatean god, because they said the Nabateans, which is supposed to be Arabs, that they built this. So there's your connection. And then you have Jewish rabbi scholars, historians that equate the Romans with Esau. They say all you got to do is do the research, and I did videos on that in the past, that the Edomites, this is what so-called Jewish scholars say, that the Romans descended from the Edomites. And in their synagogues, they teach that Esau is the evil one and Jacob is the good one. But Jacob came out red, which looks like you so-called Jews. Now, some of you have black hair, you have different, some of you even have curly hair. I have picked up individuals that look just like Esau that were so-called Jews. So, there's another connection. And then with this video, this channel, the Atlantis Report, which is a very good channel, I subscribe to it and I get all its notifications and so forth. Basically, they're just giving you a rundown of what's happening to America, basically the fall of America, So as you see in the, and I don't know if they know that these are the Edomites, or they just happened to put this picture up and didn't realize it. But this is Petra. Petra, like I read, they say it's near Mount Seir. It's actually, Petra is actually part of Mount Seir. The word Petra means stone. It said the Fed and other central banks will mop up the treasuries in an afternoon. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom, and it's on to the next one. Shalom.